Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Friday, May 6, 2016. We have a host of Body-Snatchers in both the Lynn Life and the Jamie Body Mind.
That's true.
There are some teammates, and by teammates we mean sentient presences who are doing the search for truth work and living by the search for truth rules. And we do have some in other dimensions, all of us subatomic to someone.
That's true.
And most of us in the physical. The foundational assignment remains to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions to manifest the divine plan, since that's what our soul contracts commit us to doing. And the assignment has been for quite some time now to upgrade the standards of integrity to that which will actually work to manifest the divine plan. And with that, the formally videoed portions of today's efforts begin for the second time because once again our equipment was messed with. A new transmitter, a new receiver, 2 new microphones, new connectors, everything new, good sound tests, and poor sound quality. So now we're on another camera.
And another new microphone.
And another new microphone. You can't stop us. You can't stop us. With that, the formally videoed portions of today's efforts begin again. I'm going to merge with the soul in the seat and juice. Using a screen that wouldn't catch a child and just wring out the souls that are in this physical presence.
Ring out the souls in this physical presence.
The rules of the Search for Truth facility are that the soul energy is the energy that's supposed to be used to support the energetic work.
That's
that
true.
We're not supposed to use 2 physical humanoid life forms to attempt to manifest the divine plan throughout all dimensions, throughout the all that is. That doesn't even make any sense. That's woohoo crazy. And the instructions have been for a long time, a year, 2 years, is do not use the energy of the physical lives for this work. More than that,
Longer
5
than that.
years, 10 years, decades,
15 years.
the whole time.
That's true.
We're not supposed to use the energy of the life
physical body.
for the energy work. That doesn't
That's
even
true.
make sense. This is the work of the divine. Use the full power of the universes.
That's true.
That's been the instruction quite consistently. So the souls that are coming in purportedly to do the work, although some of them are blatantly, they're honestly criminals. They're honestly coming in to block any kind of search for truth.
That's true.
And others are coming in purportedly to help, but they don't act like they're helping.
No.
And so we're using screens. What are we doing? What are the instructions? The instructions are to use screens that will not pick up a child, but will pick up anybody over 12 years old.
That's true.
And then juice the energy out of those souls that have come into these bodies. The bodies have the right to use the soul energy for the energy work.
That's
and then
true.
taking those soul energy juices to work to upgrade the standards of integrity to that which will actually work to manifest the divine plan, since that is the assignment. And a big part of that work is to get the channels up.
That's true.
So we can do that right now with our hands. Just pull them up, and they're creaky and it hurts. I can feel people screaming like I'm breaking their arms or
That's
something
true.
to put their channels up, and they don't want to do it. You don't have to do it, but if you want to be here, you need to do it, because here we're putting our channels up.
That's true.
What do I know? I know the assignment for the Search for Truth community has been to have this place be where people can gather who really want to know what's actually going on. That there's all the rest of all the other dimensions for people who don't want to know what's actually going on, for people who are willing to accept the lies that seem to be viewed as polite.
That's true.
But there needs to be a place for people who really want to know what's actually going on, and this is that place. Here we put our channels up and say, what is really going on?
Squeeze.
Yes, let's
Use the
squeeze
soul
from
energy to
really
raise
deep
them up.
really deep in the subatomic, maybe from the green piece level up. Let's simply squeeze the soul energy up like squeezing a toothpaste tube. And I find that it works better if I squeeze at 2 levels simultaneously, or I get a really big backlog.
That's true.
Higher, higher. And start to pulse up these energies, feeling straight up for workplaces, and start to deliver the lies into workplaces. And Phil is waving me up. Reach higher, reach higher. Phil, did you find any other Luces anywhere? Any other presences of our Luce anywhere? Or is that the only one that you see? Point to the Luces that you found that are our Luces.
He's pointing to something.
It's down from where he is.
Quite a ways down and to the side.
Diagonal, yes. Luce. Luce, you're off the midline. Look up and find Phil. You're about as far beneath him as he was beneath you when you found him beneath the sea ice.
That's true.
Go to the midline and go up. You're off the midline and you're way down below Luce. Below Phil. He says, how did that happen? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think you must have been looking down and then you followed your thought or something.
And drifted off.
But you aren't with him. Look up, look up, look up. I think he's there now.
I think so.
I think Phil is explaining how he started, what seemed to be his, I guess, shell, started to look and act really strange.
The shell of Luce.
The shell of Luce started to look and act really strange.
That's true.
And how Phil went up higher. That shell now looks like it's been discarded like a gorilla suit, like a costume.
That's true.
I see it empty.
Like an empty rubber mask, but like a whole body rubber suit.
Yes, yes.
That's true.
Okay, that's nice to know. So, Luce, you know that they impersonate you all the time anyway. And
That's
so
true.
Another impersonator was wearing a Luce suit. It happens. What now? In order to upgrade the standards of integrity to that which will actually work.
To manifest the divine plan.
Let's send up some of the children from the smaller subatomic. We'll call those children all those who really want to know what's actually going on, to draw them through us, not to us, sending them up through, not to Phil, shooting them up, way up high. And again drawing the nets through ourselves, catching in the nets all soul presences who are larger than 12 years old and juicing them. Because nobody has, well, check me on it, let's check again. Has anybody made their way up here legitimately, following the search for truth rules, coming up through the protocols all the way up to control zone?
No.
I don't even see anybody in Greenpeace. They're not getting out of basic training.
Nobody's come out of basic training yet.
Right, okay, so all these people are body snatchers.
Yes, that's true.
All right, run the nets, catch them, juice them, use that energy to blast the channels clear, and blast the channels vertical. And live streaming way up. Here's what's happening down here. Live streaming up through Phil. Here's what's happening. Let's send more kids up, because that makes the biggest difference.
That's
down
true.
below. Let's start to draw up children who really want to know what's actually going on for yourself and for your life. Come on up, higher dimensions, woohoo! Because we are higher to them. We're
That's
a bigger,
true.
larger, higher dimensions from their perspective. Come on up into the higher dimensions. And then we shoot them up through us. Up to Phil, who presumably is shooting them through him.
Through him, that's true.
To higher dimensions. Feeling straight up now for a consistent source of significantly higher vibrations. How high must we reach to connect with a consistent source of significantly higher vibrations?
I'm finding that it's taking so much focus to screen and juice enough to power the process of just keeping the channels up and then drawing up the children also helps to keep the channels up, but then I find myself using the energy of the body, and so then the focus has to switch back to the screening and juicing.
Yes.
And I'm having really a challenging time doing it all in a way that works.
Yes.
And so I'm behind on talking, and I know that I'm missing things.
It's better to know.
That's true.
Be glad we see it, not sad we have it.
Well, I don't... That's true.
There we go. Now channels are going up more. Let's start to tune. The needs of the greater good matter more than the needs of individuals and groups. The needs of the greater good matter more than the needs of individuals and groups. Let's try to tune right now to increase the resolve to do the right thing, whatever the level of resolve is, to do the right thing, to find that and then tune it to increase it. What do I know? I know that 8 months of tests in the projects, especially with Thing 1, showed us that souls working together cannot force someone to live his soul plan who doesn't want to live his soul plan.
That's true.
And therefore I am positive that if there is someone who does want to live her soul plan, that there isn't a way for subtle energy presences to stop her from doing that. There
That's
isn't
true.
a way. So when the bodies say, I'm going to do something or another, the souls can't stop them. All the souls can do is tempt the bodies, entice them into doing things that the bodies already want to do.
That's true.
But now, in order to upgrade the standards of integrity to that which will actually work to manifest the divine plan. And just juice the soul presences who are here illegally. And use that energy to get the channels to go up even farther. And I think then just do a closing process.
That's true. Juice. Correcting the errors.